Unique stories that define our state's character. Here's Kevin Mackey with this week's Montana Moment, brought to you by Montana Chevy Dealers.
Warm weather and new life can put on quite a show. Witness an exuberance of energy and joy. It's kidding season at Hickory Leaf Dairy Goats on the Stahl Ranch near Missoula. Kevin Mackey has our Montana Moment.
Oh, they're adorable. And we love to watch them jump and run and play.
What better name for them than kids?
We have La Mancha dairy goats, and we have Nigerian dwarf dairy goats.
I am the goat milker. And I process the milk and get it put into bottles. I do the kidding. I do the feeding.
John's ancestors started farming and ranching in this area of Missoula in 1863. He was born and raised on this 300-acre farm. His grandfather bought this place in 1920. John's dad was a veterinarian. John started raising sheep.
I enjoy my sheep a whole lot.
He got into goats about 15 years ago. He had a number of bum lambs and was spending a lot of money feeding them powdered milk. He wanted to get the cost down, so he started putting the bum lambs on the goats.
Top number, I had 54 bum lambs on 15 goats. And they were the best looking bum lambs I ever had.
Cheryl started raising goats in Texas. It started when she discovered the only milk her granddaughter could drink was goat milk.
And I thought, well, why don't I get some goats? I fell in love with them, and I've had them ever since.
Cheryl says her granddaughter's health improved.
She was able to stop crying and having this spastic stomach.
Cheryl moved to Montana and met John at a singles mixer.
And we ended up talking goats the whole night, and we've been talking goats ever since.
They got married, and their goat herd grew.
They produce fabulous milk, and it's a challenge to me by increasing my genetics and doing different breedings to make better goats that give me more milk and give me better milk.
The Stahl's goat milk is not pasteurized.
The Freedom of Food Choice Act that was passed 2 years ago allowed us to milk and sell the raw milk to the public here if we obey all standards that they set.
And it says that we can sell anything that we raise here on the farm if we sell it on the farm. We can take it to the farmer's market and sell it at the farmer's market, but we haven't had to. We are only allowed to milk 10 goats. We test our goats twice a year according to state rules, and then the other test that they do is done to test our equipment.
John and Cheryl go further and test for most goat diseases, including brucellosis. That's ironic because John's veterinarian dad was among the first vets to implement the brucellosis eradication program in Montana. The milk is never touched by human hands. It's all automated.
The milk comes in through the inflation, goes down into an inline filter, and here we have the milk tank inside a freezer, so it gets cold as fast as we can get it.
The Stahls have their own farmer's market. Cheryl also makes goat cheese and soap. They say there is demand for goat milk.
It's easier to digest. It digests quicker. I drink it because I have MS. And it has helped me.
John says the goat dairy business has become more lucrative.
Right now, we're in the process of upgrading our milking parlor.
Not everything goes smoothly. There are always bum kids, and moms need a little help.
This is mom, this is her daughter. And this one here is one that doesn't have a mom. She was rejected by her mom. And so now we're putting these on here like this. It's healthier for them. Quit fighting each other.
All the goats feed is organic, including pasture and hay.
Organic grain that we mix ourselves. We treat them holistically with medicine.
Cheryl says they'll keep many of the young does to milk. Others are sold. Many of the bucklings and dolings will be sold for breeding stock and goat shows.
To people who want a new buck, new genetics in their lines. And the rest of them are weathered and sold for people who want them for meat or pets.
She says some goats are sold to people who operate homesteads. Modern homesteads are small acreages designed to be self-sustaining.
People are starting to learn, hey, my grandparents did that. How come I'm not doing it?
Cheryl and John are almost done with their spring kidding. In the coming months, a new crop of does will be bred to give these mothers a break and to ensure a continued supply of year-round milking.
I'm a lucky man. I get to see the sun come up and go down the same day.
And he reaps the rewards of always seeing new life. Kevin Mackey, NBC Montana.
If you want to watch this story again, or if you missed one of my previous stories, you can watch every Montana moment in the special segment on our website at nbcmontana.com.